Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As I'm sure you're aware by the title, today we are doing 2025 releases and let's talk about them. So first book up is Onyx Storm. I'm just going to gloss over this really quickly because by the time this video goes out, Onyx Storm will be out. Onyx Storm comes out on the 21st of January and I seriously think this is going to be the biggest book release we have seen in years. Everyone I know who reads knows Fourth Wing, has either read Fourth Wing or has said they're never going to ring Fourth Wing, but everyone knows about it. This book is going to be the biggest release there has been. Everyone is going to be talking about it. It's going to be in every shop and people are going to be scrambling to get their reviews out. So 21st of January, get ready because your For You page, your Instagram, your YouTube, everything is going to be filled with Onyx Storm and I'm so excited for it. Fourth Wing, I really enjoyed. Iron Flame, I thought was meh. But Onyx Storm, I do have hope for, and I am looking forward to it. So yeah, 21st of January, keep it up, Onyx Storm will be here. Coming out on the 27th of February, we have Rebel Witch. This is the second to the Crimson Moth, a book that I absolutely adored. If you follow me on TikTok, you will know how much I loved this book. I just found it so creative. The themes of the witchy themes and how they use their magic using blood, I thought was excellent. The ways around killing people and using different blood in different ways, again, excellent. I really enjoyed it. The enemies to lovers, again, really good. I thought I can believe it. I like that the book isn't just jumping straight into they're going to be mates, the fated lovers. They'll never ever ever find anyone else. I'm liking that there's actual still. Obviously, I admit they have. If you haven't read it, skip ahead a little bit. You ready? Have you skipped ahead? You skipped ahead? Okay, you've skipped ahead. They do get together, but obviously by the end of the book, they definitely split away. And I'm excited to see where that goes. I really hope in book 2 we don't just get us straight back together. I want it to be tension. I want it to be enemies. I want them to be hunting each other and then eventually come to a climax. That is the wrong word to use. Or the right word. Let's see how the book goes. I'm excited. I hope it goes much more of the enemy's way in book 2. Next book release, we have Sunrise on the Reaping coming 18th of March. I didn't like the last Hunger Games book, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and I don't think many people did. I think if that book had been better, then this next book would be absolutely, everyone will be talking about it, everyone will be excited for. I know people are excited, but I just don't think it's as much hype as what the original Hunger Games books were. I love the original Hunger Games trilogy with all my heart. I love the films, I love the books. Like I said, the last book didn't do it for me, but I have so much hope with this book. Obviously, with it being about Haymitch, and that character, I think, has so much to delve into, why he becomes this grumpy, what he goes through, and I cannot wait to explore that. I just hope it does it justice. With a film rights already being sold and ready to come out, it does worry me slightly that it is just being rushed out, and he's going to be written more for the movie than it is for the book. That does worry me. Now that I'm thinking about that more and talking it more out loud, that really does worry me. What if we are just getting a book that is just going to be written to become a film? I really hope not. I love the original trilogy, like I said, and I just want more of it. I want more of that same. Let's hope so. Yes, Sunrise on the Reaping. Are you looking forward to it? Let me know in the comments below because I feel like this one is a very much a hit or miss for most people now. On the 8th of April, we have a double whammy, which causes some issues for me because I can't read both books at the same time. So, which one am I going to read first? I think I'm going to read Fearless first. Now, I know Lauren Roberts has come under a lot of criticism lately for plagiarism, and I can understand why. Dance of Thieves, I've seen some similarities in her writing, and I haven't read Red Queen to know much more than that. However, I really enjoyed Powerless, Powerful, and Reckless. They're, like I said, they're fun reads. They're not changing the literary game, and they are just fun, and they're what you get out of them. Personally, I get a lot out of them. The banter is something I really, really enjoy, and nothing's going to take that away from me. Powerful is my favourite out of them, actually. Not many people's favourite. I absolutely love it. That book broke my heart in more places than one. I really enjoy it, and I really want more of the same, and I want that specific character to come into Fearless, and I really hope so, because if not, it was a bit pointless. Yeah, Fearless I am excited for. I know it's going to be a controversial one, but I do think it is going to be worth the read. And as always, if the banter's there, I'm going to have fun. I'm going to enjoy it, as I'm sure a lot of people are. And The editions they bring out are stunning. Like, their hardback special editions that I have are beautiful, and I just can't wait for more of them. And the other book coming out on the 8th of April is Enchantra. Now, this is the second book to Phantasma, and I really enjoyed Phantasma. I read it over the Christmas break, and I've got to say, it blew me out of the water. I really didn't expect to go in liking it as much as I did. I heard Trials, I heard Caraval, but adult version, and much more dark fantasy than what I'm used to, and it intrigued me. Never did I think it'd be that good. I really enjoyed the dark elements, and there is a lot of smut in it, so if you're not into that, this book definitely isn't for you. But the trials and how dark the trials were and how dark the punishments were, I really enjoyed it. There was a lot of ghouls, there's a lot of ghosts, demons, and if that's your vibe, this book is for you. It was very good, and it ended very well, which does worry me. It ended where I was at a place where, like, if that was a standalone, I'd be happy. I don't need any more. It was great. I'm intrigued where we go with book 2. I'm hoping it delivers, but at the moment, I'm a bit like, do we really need a sequel? I imagine because it's done so well, that's why we've commissioned a sequel. So let's hope we go from somewhere. But personally, I would prefer the standalone, but I am really excited for Enchantra and to see where we go with it. Coming out on the 20th of May is probably one of my most anticipated reads for this year, if not my most. It is The Night and the Moth. This is by Rachel Gillig, who did the One Dark Window and the Two Twisted Crowns series. And I love them. I loved that Shepherd King duology with all of my heart, and it was such a unique magic system. The plot was amazing, and I actually recommended it as part of my last video. If you haven't watched that, go watch that. I go more into depth about why I love that duology so much. And I just think that author can now do no wrong. I'm really excited to see what she comes up with in The Night and the Moth. I've tried to stay away from all plot points and just go in blind. That's what I like to do with books. If I know I like an author and I like the way they write and I like the way they do plot points and romance and combat, I will go in blind and just go, right, okay, just surprise me, let me get into this world and go in. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I want no plot points. I just know I'm going to pick up that book and I know I'm going to love it. And I cannot wait for the 20th of May. The Night and the Moth is going to blow me away. I'm sure of it. I'm so excited. On the 28th of August, we have Catabasis, or Catabasis. I have no idea how to pronounce it. R.F. Kuang, I really enjoy as an author. I think her books are very, very good. A lot of people seem to love or hate them. I am definitely on the love side, and anything she writes I normally enjoy really well, and I think it's going to be the same with Catabasis. Next up on the 7th of October is the Ballad of Falling Dragons. This is the sequel to When the Moon Hatched, and that was TikTok's phenomenon last year. Again, this was very much a book where people either loved or hated it, and I can't lie, I was straight down the middle. Till about 300 pages in, I was solely on that hate side. The world building wasn't gripping me. The story wasn't gripping me. I didn't enjoy the characters. I was reading it going, surely I'm the problem here, because everyone else seems to really like this book and I just can't get on with it. I'll be honest, the whole reason I carried on with it is because I got the special edition. I don't know if you can see it above me or if I'm covering it. I got the special edition and I absolutely think it is stunning. It's one of my favourite books I own. And I was like, you know what? I have to finish this book, because what's the point of having this stunning book and not finishing it? Anyway, after we get 300 pages in, it then starts to really pick up and the plot then starts to come into itself. And from there, it is a really enjoyable story. And to me, that makes me excited for book 2. I know that after that first 300 pages, I had a great time. I'm hoping it just continues on with that great time and I don't have to go back to being bored for the first half of the book again. I think book 2 is going to be brilliant. I think book 1 was so much set up that book 2 just has to be great, and I really hope it is. Let's just pray for me. Then we are coming to books that don't actually have a proper release date, and we're going to start with Quicksilver 2. This is supposed to release fall 2025, so towards the end of the year. And for those who haven't read Quicksilver and want a really fun romantic with a lot of smut in it, go for Quicksilver. Really enjoyed it. It's your typical enemies to lovers, touch her and you'll die, and it's really enjoyable. A lot of the characters in it are really great, and especially one character, he's a side character and he's very comic relief. He's very funny, very arrogant, very cocky, and he is great, and makes me more excited for Quicksilver 2, Quicksilver left on quite a big plot twist, and I'm excited to see where it goes with that. The book really did surprise me in terms of plot and how much it progressed towards the end, and I do feel like book 2 is going to have to do a lot to live up to it and to come into its own for the things that are set up in book 1. We are set up for big plots here, and I'm hoping book 2 can deliver. Quicksilver 2 comes out in fall 2025. Finally, we have the book that I am praying comes out in 2025, and that is Rage of Dragons 3. If you watched my last video, you know how much I love the Rage of Dragons series. 1 and 2 are brilliant, and I have been waiting for the 3rd for so long now. I need updates. I need to know when it's coming out. At the moment, it's to be confirmed. Evan Winter, the author, has been doing a lot of interviews recently, and has said it's going through editing process. So I am praying that means we are looking for a 2025 release date. I know this book is going to be the perfect wrap-up to the series, and I know you can't rush perfection, but I am dying to read it. Please, Mr. Winters, please get this book out to me. I will love it so much. Oh, if I get an arc for this book, I would be absolutely honoured. I love this book with my soul. I need it. I need it so much. Again, I know you can't rush perfection. I know it might not be 2025, but I am praying it does. If you haven't read this series yet, you really need to. It is brilliant, and I cannot recommend it enough. Rage of Dragons 3, please come out 2025. So guys, that was my wrap up of 2025 releases to come. Which ones are you most excited for? Let me know in the comments down below. And if I missed any out, let me know too. I'm excited to see what everyone else is looking forward to this year. But at the moment, this year is looking stacked full of books, and I seriously cannot wait for it. Anyway guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.